Is it a hassle keeping your files backed up to a USB? Here's my solution. I created some macros, save show file and load show, that I use when I am transferring files to and from my USB drive and saving a backup. Every time I make changes to my show file before I leave for the day, I plug in my USB and run save show file. Quick and easy. What does this actually do? So it's a combination of regular syntax and Lua code actually, but what we're doing is we're selecting the drive, we are defining a Lua variable for the show name. So it's taking the current show file name, then it's adding a backup show name variable, which is the show name and an underscore backup. Then we are setting a global variable to the show name, setting a global variable to the backup show name, and then we save the backup show name and we save the show. Then we select the internal drive again, and then we reload our main show. So this way I have a backup on the USB of both the whatever the show file is called and also another version of the backup. So if I edit my main one, I have a backup with a different name from whenever I last saved using that macro, but then also I have both of those both on my console and also on my USB. Now my load show macro does a lot less, but what it just does is it sets a variable called show name to the name of the show file, then it fires a command setting a variable in the console to that name as well. Then we select my drive and load the show from the drive. And usually I'll run the load show macro and then I'll immediately run the save show file macro just to make sure that I have the new version I've loaded from my USB drive saved in both locations again, and I've reselected my internal drive and loaded it from there again.